Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I am Bernard George, and I bring you greetings from the Speaker and members of the National Assembly of Seychelles, where I hold office as the Majority Leader, and also from Mrs. Monica Adame, Secretary General of Parliamentarians for Global Action, the organization which, in her absence, my fellow PGA colleagues and I have the honor to represent here this week, and PGA, as has been said, is one of the co-organizers of these events. Seychelles is the smallest country in Africa, and the National Assembly of Seychelles is one of the smallest in the world. But it is inclusive. 10% of my caucus is made up of members of the LGBTIQ community, who openly live their identities. In 2015-2016, we decriminalized homosexual acts in my country. In 2020, we equated all unions in the sharing of property after the breakdown of relationships, making no difference between gender. Our country is blessed to have a progressive and tolerant outlook, and while there is more to be done, to permanently legislate and entrench equal rights for members of the community, including the right to marry and found families, we are on the right track to do so. In this context, I am honored to belong to Parliamentarians for Global Action, PGA, and along with my other colleague members and Mr. Aaron Lefebvre from PGA headquarters, to be here this week for EuroPride Malta. Parliamentarians for Global Action is the largest cross-party membership-based organization of individual MPs. We are 1,200 from 150 parliaments across the world. And our aim is to contribute to the creation of a rules-based international order which is more equitable, safer, more sustainable, and more democratic. And we do this through campaigns which range across the board, from climate change to the protection of oceans, to the abolition of the death penalty, to the promotion of LGBTQI rights. And in that context, our campaign, the Sexual Orientation and Gender Identity Campaign, SOGI, which I have the honor to chair, is available to assist individual members of Parliament from across the world in their individual and collective fights. You can imagine thus, Mr. Speaker, my personal joy at being able to participate in the events this week in your beautiful country and capital, and this morning, dare I say, in your Parliament. These types of interaction present a unique opportunity to share ideas and expressions. We take away more, much more, than we came with. PGA and we as individual MPs will now, more energized, return to our countries to contribute the fight for equality. On behalf of PGA, my colleagues here and the Secretary General and my home Parliament, I thank you, Mr. Speaker, most sincerely for the opportunity to say these few words this morning. Thank you.